So what are we doing today?
Ordering Girl Scout cookies?
For the video.
Oh. Kata.
Great.
We're learning a kata.
Do you have any karate experience at all?
None at all.
How do you think this is going to go?
Pretty embarrassing for me.
Today I have a special treat for you guys. Tracy and I have taken it upon ourselves to practice the Naihanchi Shodan kata, a kata that neither one of us has ever done before. Afterwards, we're going to determine if there's any fighting value at all in this kata, or if it's just a fancy mess of interpretive dance. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on, and let's get started.
So there's like a bajillion forms that everybody does. And like, I've never done this one before in my life. And when I tell them that I've done a karate style, and I tell them I haven't done Naihanchi, they're like, have you really done karate?
There's 1,000 different styles out there in the world, and when you're talking about just karate, there's 1,000 different styles out there. But they're really not all that different from each other. It's like, do you want to hit somebody like that, or do you want to hit somebody like that, right? It's basically the same thing, just different movement. So there's like this one, and like 5 other ones that are universal. Doesn't matter if you're talking about Japanese martial arts, Okinawan martial arts, Korean. There's some version of that form somewhere, right? So I figured this would be the one for us to do, because if we get it wrong, everyone will be real mad at us. And if we get it right, we're gonna be heroes. That's as far as I got. So we're gonna do 2 things. We're gonna practice this form forward, backward, left, right, up and down, to see if we can even master this thing today, right? To see like how much can we figure out and how well can we make it happen tonight. And then we're gonna do what's called Bunkai. Bunkai is when you take a kata and extrapolate fighting techniques from it. Putting it in your dance background, it's like if you only learn choreography for something, but you never learn like the pieces that make up the choreography. I think the Bunkai part of it, I will have better than you.
Sure.
I think the kata itself, you're gonna have better than me. I think with your dance background, once you get the rhythm, no pun intended, going, you'll have an easier time running through it. You might not memorize it better, but you'll look better doing it.
All right.
If she does this better than me on like hour 2 of practicing, I'm gonna be super mad and low kick her. God damn it!
Because I can see you,
Yeah.
I noticed one thing that you're doing.
What's up?
You do, so here, going this way, you're keeping this one here.
And the other way I bring it back.
The other way you bring it back, yeah.
This is completely new. I've never kept this here
Yeah.
at all.
I've never done any of it all.
Yeah, sure.
So.
So I think you have an advantage in that like you're not knowing what's wrong, what's right. I was
Yeah.
always taught like one hand rests. I've never done this before.
Yeah.
We'll smile at me. Ta-da! You gotta do the little...
That?
Alright. Okay, here we go. That was on purpose. That was on purpose. We're gonna get it this time.
We're gonna get it.
If you get it right, I'll give you a black belt. Let's do it. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Did you just fart?
That was my armpit.
God damn. Alright, this is serious.
Oh,
If
God.
you don't do kata, you can't fight. No kata, no fight.
No kata, no fight.
That's the rule. Okay, let's go. did it! Black belt.
Yay!
All right, so for better or worse, we made it through the form. We might not be the best kata-ers of all time, but we made it through, and I feel relatively confident that I could do that again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So now we get to the main point of this video, which is the bunkai of it all. Usually, a kata has specific bunkai that you're practicing. There's usually a thing that your instructor wants you to gain from that, or at least they should. I don't know any bunkai from this kata. I'm assuming you don't, since you've never done it before. So the fun part's going to be now me, with my 17 years experience in martial arts, and you, who's never done kata in your life, extrapolating what we can from this. So, in the interest of ladies first, Tracy, what do you got?
I don't know. These are not obvious to me. The one that I kind of see a little bit, just in terms of like what I have done, is the one where your forearm is here on the opposite side of your ear, and then the kind of gut punch. And so, in my mind, it's kind of like when somebody is throwing a strike, you're blocking and punching to the gut.
I think you're right, but I think there's a different context for that. Because if we were blocking, it would be out this way, right? And we're pulling it here. Mm-hmm. So I think this is actually a forearm smack to pull someone in to a gut punch, right? I don't think we're pushing them away into kickboxing. I think we're pulling them in here. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that is because I am an informed consumer of martial arts. I believe this entire kata is meant to be done in the clinch range, because the first move of this thing is up here like this. And I think what that's signifying is that someone is coming and putting two hands on your collar, or one hand, whatever, and you're up here stripping it, pulling it away. So the first move is telling you this is a grappling kata.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's smart.
A lot of people say that kata is shadow boxing, is the karate version of shadow boxing, and I think that's a whole load of bullshit. Because shadow boxing isn't choreographed. There's a few drills, a few techniques that you might run through, but for the most part, it's about being free-form, moving, assuming that it's a real-time fight, right? Kata is choreographed. You're doing specific things. It's harder to envision shadow wrestling if you don't know specifically what you're doing, right? Like punching is punching. Like I'm punching someone here all day long, right? But I don't know necessarily what I'm doing here. So with that in mind, when someone comes to grab, I think I'm going up here like this, stripping, coming here across. That's going to be this part. I think I come up here like this, boom, grab, bam. I think that's the entire first piece. It's stripping someone's grip, pulling them into the elbow, and from there you're clinch fighting.
All right, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I think my favorite move in the whole thing is when you go here, here, right? I can mostly figure out what most of that is, but this I was like, what the hell is this? Come here, grab onto my neck.
Okay.
Here. I think I'm coming here. Boom. This is here. This is here.
Oh, Jesus.
I think it's a sweep.
Yep.
I think it's a hip sweep. I think I'm grabbing onto something, arm, posting through, so I'm like, I'm here. And I think the reason we're sliding in here is because I'm sliding in here. And I'm, boom.
All right, I see it.
What did you think it was, though?
The only so when you said that this whole thing was clinch oriented, the first thing that my mind went to was like pushing, like posting.
Okay. So if like.
So like I don't know where we're coming from.
Right. Let's say.
But I was thinking like post, and now we can
go back to kickboxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
With that in mind, I think I know why they're so obsessed with the horse stance. Because when we're talking about striking, you don't want to be squared. You want to be more staggered, right? You want to be able to kick with the lead, draw power from the rear, right? This is horrible to do, right?
Yeah.
But when we're clinching, this stance, this squared off stance is a lot more important, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, now you've got a human being holding weight on you, and that's all going right there.
Yeah.
Right? And like if I'm visualizing my clinch and I'm just kind of standing here, I don't have that pressure. I'm not used to staying upright. If I'm used to standing like this and my legs are carrying all that weight, go ahead and drop some weight on me. All right? I can stay here. I can stay in this position fluidly as much as I need to because I'm used to putting weight on my quads.
Yeah.
Right? I'm used to sitting down. I'm used to grounding myself. Same token, right? Like you try to move me around, right?
Yeah.
I'm stable here because my quads are built. But let's talk about what do you think?
Okay. I mean, this is a bit of a cheat because I feel like I saw this in a video once, but I'm pretty sure that this movement is like a check. it's like a leg check, right?
Yeah, I mean, so if we're striking, right? If
Yeah.
we're striking, I'm kicking, then yeah, that's
Yeah.
100% that.
Yeah.
But we've established we're not doing that.
Oh, could this be like
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
exactly,
okay,
yes.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think you're not necessarily like avoiding something so much as you're rising up to drop down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I think this is like a cross collar thing,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's here. And oh, I know what it is. I'm here like this, and I'm going, boom. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's here. A thing that they do a lot in karate styles. I know that they get an arm in the head, right? So they can boom. You don't see a lot of this in Muay Thai because knees to the head aren't super legal, but this is a great way to establish control, right?
Yeah.
Got your head down, got control of your arm, boom, knees, boom, whatever. My question is, do you think that would help you, like with any of your clinch techniques? Do you think doing Naihanchi Shodan would help you long term, or even short term?
So I think where I see potential benefit is the more you can be like mentally training. Like there's a bunch of studies that are out there about like after a training session, if you just lay down and like mentally like go through these things again, you like absorb them better, and they kind of those movement patterns are kind of ingrained. And so in that aspect, this kind of seems similar in that you're really taking the time to kind of break down and like mentally go through certain movement patterns.
It's like visualization,
Mhm,
but
visualization.
like what was the term you used when we were not running through the form, but kind of just moving?
Marking.
Marking. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me the process of learning any ballet dance. Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, so the purpose of marking is it is a visualization and it's mentally getting it without exhausting your body. So like in this, you can just kind of like, you're doing a little bit of, the movement, but you're not physically exhausting your body. So it's more of a mental exercise, and you're just literally kind of doing little baby movements to help your brain integrate with your body what it is you're doing. And then you've got the energy to really go for it.
Okay. I had a lot of fun doing this.
Me too.
I do think it can benefit us both in different ways. Not necessarily to do kata, but to do something different than how we normally train. Right? We both train with hit things, throw people. That's pretty much the extent of it. And for me, my body gets pretty run down from that after a while. A couple weeks straight of that, and I can barely stand. And I don't know if it's different for you, if there's different things you can get out of it, but I do think getting out of your comfort zone every once in a while can be better for you than not.
Yeah.
So I would love to, going back to it, if you guys have any different interpretation of the kata that we did, if you think we're completely wrong about all the techniques that we interpreted, please let us know down in the comment section. But also, if there's some other benefits of kata that we're not thinking of, or any other critiques that I'm not thinking of, please let us know. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget that I've launched the official Combat Self-Defense Patreon, as well as YouTube membership options. Memberships start as low as $1, so please become a member and join this awesome community. As always, you guys, it's been Rob and Tracy from Combat Self-Defense. I want to thank you for all the hard work. Thank you for the hard work yet to be done, and I'll see you next time.